It's a lot we need to talk about. It's plenty we need to talk about from here on out. Everybody that's on the side of righteousness, that is. These videos I'm about to be making, man, they are not for everybody. They're for the people who still have righteousness in their heart and in their spirit. They're for people who long for justice. People who long for, righteousness. People who want to see righteousness prevail. People who are not just out here trying to make a dollar by any means necessary. People who still stand on certain principles. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people out here just don't went all the way overboard. They act like the other side of this shit don't exist. But really, the other side of this reality is what's real. This reality is temporary. So anything that's temporary, it's not real. It's fake. Even though we can enjoy ourselves here, we can display some kind of love and emotion for other human beings or whatnot, like our children, because Lord knows I love my children. I love my family. You know, as far as that word goes, love. For me, it's an action word, so I do love them. I would lay down my life for certain people that's in my realm. And if we in wartime, I would lay down my life for my fellow soldier, my fellow soldiers. And that's just who I am. I've been like that for a long time. I've been like that pretty much since I can remember. If I'm rolling with you, I'm rolling with you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I'm rolling with you right or wrong. Because if you're wrong, I'm gonna be telling, look, man, let's roll. Let's roll. You're wrong. That was me. I ain't gonna let nobody just stomp you out or beat your ass. But if they one-on-one, you gotta go on and get that. You gotta go and take care of that. Because I think you wrong anyway. Go on fight. One-on-one. I ain't gonna let nobody else jump in and jump you. But if you wrong, I'm not riding with you right or wrong. I'm riding with you if you right. If you wrong, I'm gonna let you know you're wrong. And if you fight me telling you wrong, then we ain't gotta be friends. You feel me? I just want to be friends with people that want to stay in the right. I want to be friends with people that stay on the righteous side of life. I'm getting so sick of people, man, out here people are so angry. People are so ready to crash out. And I'm talking about on each other. I done seen good people crashing out on each other. The evil gonna always be evil. But I done seen good people crashing out on each other. That's how much pressure the world has on people. Good people are crashing out on each other. You feel me? That's how they got it. And so I'm making this video just to, I'm starting like I'm at a point now to where I'm not just going to sit idly by and watch this shit take place. Because I know I'm here for a reason. I understand what's going on. I understand that the devil, I've been understanding this for a long time, that the devil, the one that represents evil, the one that represents wickedness, is running this world. It's easy to see, So if I'm going to be here, I'm going to set myself up in a position or in a way that's contrary to what's going on with the world. Because the world is run by evil forces, man. I just seen a video that says this dude, I'm going to put his name out there, Gary Harrington, I think it is. This man got arrested for collecting rainwater. What's next? We can only breathe a certain amount of times a day. If you breathe over that, they got some kind of gadget that's going to record how many breaths we take during the day. And if we take over the allotted amount, we're going to get fined. What's coming next? We don't let these people get so far, man, to where they can just do anything now and they know it. They can tax us for anything. They can penalize us for anything. I'm talking about anything. I was in London. I felt like I was in a prison. Just for 5 days or some shit. But I felt like, I couldn't wait to get back up out of there. They got CCTV cameras everywhere. They got you cross over into this lane, you can't, this is the bus lane, you got to know, look, they, and they got the people, they got the people in line with the bullshit, because if you don't get in line with it, you're going to be constantly getting fines in the mail. And if you don't pay the fines, they're going to take your license. If you don't have your license, you can't get to work or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how they got it. They playing the game of Monopoly. People be constantly hollering, man, the game of life is chess. The game of life is chess. You know, I'm playing chess, you playing checkers, or they playing chess and you playing checkers. Nah, God and the devil playing chess. I told somebody that. They didn't understand. They didn't really understand what I was saying. We just pieces on the board in the chess game of life. In the chess game of life, we just pieces on the board. What piece are you? And are you being controlled? By which spirit are you being controlled? Because we born on, we got both spirits in us. We got the good and the evil spirit in us. And it all depends on which one of those spirits you fed when you were young. That's controlling you now. Doing most of the controlling in you now. See, it's a lot of people out there that just been feeding that evil, wicked spirit. And they just like, they won with the wicked spirit. The little small, minute, microbial, good spirit in them has just been pushed down into a corner. It's still there, but it's been pushed down into a corner. It can't make a peep. It can't make a sound. Because every second, every minute, every hour of the day, the host is doing wickedness, getting talked to by that evil spirit. They showed us in the cartoons when we were young. Tom and Jerry showed us. They had the angel on one shoulder, and they had the little demon on one shoulder, you know, trying to control whoever it is in the middle. And that's how this shit works. And we got to understand that. But these people, I'm telling y'all, they are playing Monopoly. And it's obvious. Look at in America. They buying all the land up. All the billionaires are buying all the land up and putting data centers everywhere. Taking all the water, the drinking water from regular, ordinary people. They don't care nothing about you, because in the game of Monopoly, you know how it works. You thought it was just a board game, but that's what we playing. That's why they gave us the game. Look, you got to understand and realize, you got to grow up and realize it's evil, wicked people in the world. And they've been telling us through religion. They've been telling us through little small books, you know, allegorical stories, Little Red Robin Hood, all types of little stories, Hansel and Gretel. You know, they telling us about good and evil through these, you know, these means. And we have to pay attention to them. But for one thing, you got to learn how to befriend that good spirit. And that good spirit is what Jesus told you he was going to send us. He sent us a guide. He's going to send us the Holy Spirit. He's going to send us a spirit that will guide us into all truth. And if you don't have that spirit, man, you're going to be in trouble in this world. That's why I'm here. So some people still got a little spirit in them, and hopefully they'll see this video and that spirit will recognize the truth that I'm spitting. These people are playing Monopoly. They don't care anything about you, your family. They don't care anything about you having to provide for your family. They don't care. They've positioned themselves to have everything, to have most of the land. So if you land on their land, if you know how to play Monopoly, you know what's going to have to happen. If you land on anything that they own, you have to pay. Everything is about pay. Everything is gimme, 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 gimme. They've been playing the game, and we didn't even know the game. The game of life was Monopoly. We didn't realize that people would be playing this type of game in real life. We thought everybody was supposed to care for each other. In a real world, that's how it's supposed to be. That's why Jesus said, you can hang all of the commandments up on these two. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, and love God with all your heart. And if we did that, everybody would be cool. But that's not how they play in this game. So we're going to have to create our own thing. And that's what PFG is. Like the song said back in the day, Black Sheep. When they said you can get with this or you can get with that. We are PFG. In this game of life, there are only two coaches, God and the devil. We play for God. And everybody else is on the devil side. Again, I'm going to quote Jesus when he said, you cannot be neutral. You have to be hot or cold. We in the hot over here. We players for God. PFG, people for God. Look, follow me. Like, subscribe. You understand? Follow me, subscribe to me on YouTube. Like everything that I put up. Because we PFG. And it's time for us to separate the wheat from the tares. Y'all have a blessed day. It's your guy, King Flip.